Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Tavern Talk. We're going to get back into seeing what's going on and try and figure out the mysteries of why the stars have fallen from the sky and see if we can put them back, or maybe help some adventurers put them back in the sky. I hope you all are having a wonderful day or evening, and I genuinely hope that this video can help keep you company in these sometimes rough times. Hiya, Inky. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again, and you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course, I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed any help with any of the damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes, the werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. Aren't we all? It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. Excuse me. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet, but don't worry, I've already got an idea. You unlocked a new recipe. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was gonna end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it, and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost, but you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but it would still be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Sarah Lynn? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did, outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? Oh no. It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm, and to catch up a bit, that do. She tried to rope me into their great sword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Cyrillin doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being, despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 Winds, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. New recipe. Okay, so it's heavy charisma, lots of toughness. 1 agility. Okay. I bet the feathers are exactly what we need. And we'll do 2 of this. And 2 of this. That was a win. A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? There. Okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, mean. Well said. Thank you. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. They are also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it, being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things that it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melly was just talking about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool, and her new friend, she sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all of this. But I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zophyr could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. Maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Sounds like Zophyr is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zophyr isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Fesoa. And is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals, very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but Melina is seeking her first quest, and maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of a risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zophyr is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe. That is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from things that scared me. But with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also, makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home, fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. We need to open that letter. I wonder when we're going to do that. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Day 8, New Horizons. 4th of the Astral Moon. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And, did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically, it is. What a word. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeep, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. He wants something smarty pants. Sparkling Nebula it is. So, 1, 2, 3. I forgot to pet Andu. Hi, Andy, buddy. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing. I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get the primordial seawater to... Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all of her theories. They are just so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. That is a mighty tall top hat he's got. Structure is key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are... Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and you, innkeeper, isn't it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Look at his little blush. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you might call me Skelly. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be, but now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose up from my grave. It was a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Look at his little mustache. That's brutally long. Keeps falling off. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by any independent consciousness, and alas, didn't care. And those who'd risen with you, there are more like you out there? Of course, undead rarely come alone. They mostly serve a master. Right? However, I decided not to bother with that and go on my way. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I'd never been a fan of seafood, though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently, a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale for sure. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something to loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Something charismatic. How about we give him a sunny breeze? Though I do want to see, we have Jade. I don't think I read these last time, so I think I'm just going to look at them this time. So Jade, I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see her back in the area. She's not the type of person you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Iniko, just Iniko. Originally from Avalon, Iniko is now 5-in on Gaia. Probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Corey, short for corruption, obviously. We got Melina, Detective Melina. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's especially hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charm. Skelly. Skelly is a Maida, and the personification of a gentleman. He's, well, dead, or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again, but contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. So we have probably enough to get a quest for the Zoford familiars, I bet. Oh yeah, sunny breeze. Let's do a feather and then some charisma and some intelligence. Sunny breeze. A real charmer, just for you. Jolly, I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure academic hubris is a powerful one? come now, that hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you see me, no, you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Before we move on, let's look at Hex real quick. Hex is half-elf, 48. He looks so young. Hex is a very impulsive wizard who loves chaos and everything unreasonable. He is one of the 2 smartest people in all of Asteria, with the other being his sister, who seems to be his complete opposite. Thanks to him, I also learned a new word, theopractically. It means practically in theory, and makes absolutely no sense. On to evening. Hey, Inky, how's it going? Oh, fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently, a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all the destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable? Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the star sails from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world. There surely are. Like your drink, Zinky. That one really gurgled in my bones. So you already tried one? Indeed. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Hi, Andu. What a good boy. Swift Strike. Yeah, I think that's their favorite. One, 2, 3. 1 intelligence. 1 defense. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know, just what I need, innkeeper. Of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular. I do love them. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over from Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like quite a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Inkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So, you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. First snow. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. Did he wink? It looked like he winked for a second. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Skelly. No time to lose. Notice the clock doesn't move. I think Zephyr mentioned that last time, though. Oh, the dramatic music. I love it. That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime, immaculate. You would be excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust, my least favorite of them. Ruins a lot of hard work. Does it now? Yep. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see both of you again. Likewise, dear Innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, I don't know. A giant top hat does not make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks exactly like a clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay, Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me, something that'll make me tougher, so I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Tough. She wants to be tough. Oh, look at the first snow. Oh. Let's make this one, because this is the new one. So what do we need to put in it? Oh, I think this one works. The honeyed flowers. Yeah, perfect. Okay, 3 of these. 2, 3. And then some agility. Perfect. And do. Oh, I can't pet. Pet, 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 pet. Pet, 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 pet. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeeper, but I must say, you know your job. So how's the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought, the light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It is, absolutely. How curious. Does that mean you two are gonna go to Barovia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape so you can attend that fancy Barovian vampire banquet, and I get my gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, Innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle welcoming beams of sunlight you feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. Peak suns. Okay. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what? You know what I'd do if my ex-husband stole my hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh, maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down, and I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly, and I shall miss her even more. Looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help me for now. Oop, sorry. Maybe a drink could help you for now. Oh, that would do. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart can stop its aching. What did we learn about Kyle? That little art. The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much anyone you'll ever meet. So it's not surprising that Kyle seems to fight with abandonment issues. He has seen a few people die of old age after all. Nonetheless, he is still very attentive to others, perhaps to cherish the time he has with them. Alright, let's give him this one. I think that's his favorite. One charisma, one defense. Pet Andu, pet Andu, pet, 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 pet. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital? Busy streets, bustling with people? Roots. Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you. Rumor has it those roots are of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes. A very good defense plan indeed. What is wood gonna do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never involved in any fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the lass has made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I am well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh, cute. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. You know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Cask and Cane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So what brought you back to this area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist? Not the word I would have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would get to enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before, though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say that the pearls appear along the lonesome lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see? Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad to have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey? I'll do my best. Oh no. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away for almost half a century whilst my library came to me. Certainly. It should be just below this pile. Oh, no, wait, I must have put it over here, actually. Alright. Given this is an ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to go get. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthie. Minthie? Have a safe, pearlful journey. Haha, I'll try. "7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right?" A scandal in Zoford. The lively port city of Zoford is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearances be related to the tale of the sea witch who has cursed Zoford's docks? Um. like this is a good place to leave off. I hope you all have enjoyed this installment, this episode of Tavern Talk. It seems we've got a new quest for Melly that we'll hand out next time. I hope you all have enjoyed this, and I know my commentary series is new for my channel. I hope that everyone's enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying making it. So, have a good rest of your day or night, and I genuinely hope that I was able to keep you a little bit of company during today. Have a good day, goodbye, and I'll talk to you next time.